What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Swisher coming back at you, you know what I'm saying, with my latest texts and thoughts, you know what I'm saying. I want to give a shout out to my boy Lair, because his video is the reason why I'm doing this video, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to my boy Sauce Nation, aka Head Honcho, you know what I'm saying. If y'all don't know who he is, go check him out on his channel, you know what I'm saying. Also, you can, hit him up, not hit him up, but, check his website out, Sauce, www.sports. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Southsports.com. Oh man, I'm tripping. Shout out to my boy Ray Ray. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Ray Ray, I know you're not dead, man. Holla back at your boy, you know what I'm saying? You've been gone from the YouTube scene for a minute, man. But hey, don't give my boy Ray Ray a hard time, man. That, you know what I'm saying, he's a father now, you know what I'm saying? So, that comes first, you know what I'm saying? I respect my brother, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, congrats on the kid, but no, on to what I was the whole purpose of making this video. Now my boy Lair, he was talking about how Savage played versus how Watson played. Now, in good respects for both guys, because like I said, I won't necessarily, his first two series he didn't move the ball, but I mean, regardless of how you get in the end zone, whether you hand the ball off to your running back or you throw a touchdown, if your unit is out there and they score, guess what? He scored. I mean, so I can't really say he didn't play, he didn't play bad, in my opinion, Now, Watson, I'm sorry about that. On the other hand, he didn't play bad either, but, there were mechanical issues that, if that was the AFC Championship game, the throws that he made, well, that one throw where he had the guy down the seam, like I said, I went back and watched that play a few times. If he just had his footwork right, boom. And if he'd have probably leaned it more, towards the sideline, what I'm saying, because there was a safety coming over, what I'm saying. Good teams will pick that off, what I'm saying, in my opinion. But, those are just things that I observed, from watching him play. Now, granted, just like Savage, he got his unit into the end zone, so he scored. So really, it's still, I would have the same mind frame that Bill O'Brien has. I'm saying, okay, it's just 1 week. Let's, we got 4 preseason games. I'm saying, both you guys go out there and show what you got. The better player will play come September 1st or whenever they play. Whenever they play Jacksonville. Sorry about that. Getting a little hungry. Now, as far as all of the guys that performed in the Carolina game, I'm not really gonna just, write that into a awe, because it was second and third team now with guys like Watson, Zach Cunningham. If those guys, if they're running with the ones and they produce, especially with it being the Patriots, then yeah, what I'm saying, basically whoever performs better in this game with the ones is basically gonna get the job. Now, my boy Lair, he was saying, that Savage was saying in his interview that, this is his team, and that he feels threatened by it. And I would agree, he does. He does feel threatened. I mean, look at all of his interviews. Whenever they ask a question about Watson, this is the first thing that happens. He's like, "So what do you think about Watson?" He's basically having that, like what Dak had to go through last year. As much as I hate to have to use that analogy, you know how Dak was with Romo last year. That's how Savage is with Watson, and it's funny because you know Savage he's put up nothing close to the numbers that Romo has put up, but when you look at the overall career of Tony Romo and then you boil it down to, looking at Savage's career, it's funny because they're really the same. Both guys are good talent arm, One guy put up numbers, one guy didn't have a chance. Well, he had a chance, he just didn't. You know what I'm saying? But the overall point of what I'm getting to that is both guys are probably going to get, both guys are going to get, Tony got beat out by Dak. That happened. And as much as I like as much as I like Savage, and like in my other videos, I was saying, I would want Savage to play good, but Watson is a determined kid, man, and people may not want to admit it, but he's got that Jordan slash Peyton like mindset. Like when it comes down to, okay, I wanna not only prove that I'm better than you and deserve this job, but I'm going to do it. And like I said, to the victor goes the spoils, like I said, with Watson, he gives you a whole new dynamic, with the offense, Now, true enough, his own accuracy and mechanical issues, well, I'm not going to call it issues because, he didn't, he wasn't really just off like that, but like I say, this is the NFL. Not every pass is gonna be perfect. Not every O line is gonna pass pro. To his best. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. It's not scripted that way. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, and this is how I can honestly see Watson taking the job from Savage, and it's fucked up, but like I said, I'm one that's gonna call it straight down the middle. Watson's athleticism is gonna derail Savage. Now, unless Savage can tap into his inner Tom and start making miraculous throws, but in between double coverage, or just splitting that ball in between the corner and the safety, that's about the only way I can see him, just keeping this job. I mean, like I said, I just like my boy Sauce Nation and Eddie Huncho said, I said, and like they two different people, they the same. My fault, y'all. With Savage playing good, that gives you leverage towards next year. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he doesn't, it kind of gets shaky because, like I said, we've got things we have to rebuild on, and people think that this old line of ours is just awesome, and I'm here to tell y'all, Houston fans, it's not. I agree with my boy El Sticky Lair. They are not. 3 of our starters are fucking trash. And that's it. It irks my soul. Kendall Lamb against upper echelon talent, not happening. You can spout out all day long about how going up against JJ Watt every day makes him better. Bullshit. Because guess what? Come game day, come Sundays, Thursdays or Mondays, that opponent isn't JJ Watt. True enough, that is true. He isn't JJ Watt. He doesn't have JJ Watt's potential and ability, probably. Well, potential maybe not, but ability, yeah. You know what I'm saying? guys pass rush, they use different moves and whatnot, and me personally, man, I think this is they setting up Savage to have a Derek Carr year if they really gonna put him behind those guys. You know, I've been saying it in my previous videos that this is the time where we need to start revamping the line through the draft. I'm not I wouldn't be against with the next 3 or 4 years, you know what I'm saying, if we can salvage a first round, if we can manage to get a first round pick next year via trade from somebody, however we get it, O-line needs to definitely be at the top of the charts because multiple reasons why. Dwayne Brown is getting old, and you don't know how long he's gonna be able to play it at that prime level. So you gotta have a backup plan. 2, other than Nick Martin and Greg Mance, like those, and Julian Davenport, those guys are producing them, playing at a good level. You still got left guard issues. You still got, like I said, you got a right tackle issue. I mean, not right tackle, a left tackle issue. Regardless of whether Dwayne's there or not. I mean, it's time to just wake up and smell the goddamn roses. He's in his 30s. God damn it, it's just time. You know what I'm saying? Whether you was going to pay the man or not, rookie contracts are easier to work with, and you can develop, a player with Dwayne Brown like talent, you know what I'm saying? Who's to say that we go and get another guy like Julian Davenport, that's 6'7", 310, 315. That's a lot of dude. That's a lot of man to try to get around as a pass rusher. That's a lot of man to try to stop from moving you in the run game. But I'm coming up on 12:30, you know what I'm saying? I'm past it now, but you know what I'm saying? Like I said, shout out to everybody that I gave a shout out to at the beginning of the video, and I'll be doing another one because this one was kind of long, you know what I'm saying? So I will do another one that's like condensed and whatnot, but I'm out.